reach out, cross over, up, and down, real quick.
Let's get one thing straight, girls. You're all amazing dancers who emote on stage. You guys are the OG Dance Moms crew for a reason, and your many talents speak for themselves. But if there's one thing America loves, it's competitions, which is why only 3 of you will make it into Abby Lee Miller's list of favorite dancers. But that doesn't mean that the rest of you don't have what it takes to make it big, because let's face it, you're all stars in our books. Abby Lee Miller doesn't hold anything back when she sees something she doesn't like. Just ask Paige and Brooke Highland. But there are a few dancers who continue to amaze her. Watch until the end to find out who made it into the top 3.
I hope and pray that you all get that experience someday.
Paige Highland. Paige didn't have it easy on Dance Moms, and that's now thanks to Abby Lee Miller. Unlike many other girls at the ALDC, Paige was dancing as an extracurricular and had no intention of pursuing dance as a career. That didn't sit well with Abby, who grooms dancers for the spotlight. Paige didn't have the same drive the other girls had, and it showed on stage, causing Abby to rip into her for not having the same talents as her sister Brooke.
But you don't go through A and B and C to get to D.
Being on Dance Moms stripped Paige of her passion for dancing, and it's easy to see why. Nia Sue. When Abby doesn't like someone, she makes it known, which is why Nia often felt left out. She was often placed at the bottom of the pyramid because Abby didn't see her as a competitive dancer. Abby continuously underestimated Nia despite her showing some very clear signs of stardom. Instead of helping Nia perfect her choreography, Abby shunned her and then picked on her for not excelling.
Nia doesn't execute the choreography the way we hoped it would turn out.
Obviously, Nia wasn't Abby's favorite, but that never stopped Nia from becoming a fan favorite. Kendall Vertes. Abby Lee Miller had mixed feelings when it came to Kendall. On one hand, Kendall had the look of a dancer, which is something Abby has always valued. But on the other hand, Kendall didn't always receive high scores for her solos, which bothered Abby tremendously. In Abby's eyes, Kendall was a safe dancer who performed well in group dances, but she was far from being her favorite girl on the show. Abby often picked on Kendall for needing extra time to perfect her choreographies.
Losing is not an option, not when she's been doing this routine for 2 weeks.
Brooke Highland. At one point in time, Brooke Highland was one of Abby's favorite dancers, but somewhere down the line, Brooke lost her passion for dance, and it started to show. Brooke went from being one of the most talented dancers at the ALDC to one of the least dedicated students of all time. Brooke loved to dance because she got to wear pretty costumes while hanging out with her friends, but that just wasn't enough for Abby, which led to the Kelly Abby fiasco of Season 4. JoJo Siwa. JoJo and Abby might have bumped heads on the set of Dance Moms, but they're still very good friends to this day. JoJo wasn't one of Abby's top-rated dancers, but she brought personality and drive to the dance floor, which caught Abby's attention. JoJo excelled at jazz and hip-hop numbers, but more often than not, JoJo was at the bottom of the pyramid.
Well, if you're so good, you don't really need to be a part of the Abby Lee Dance Company.
But once in a blue moon, she made it to the top, and Abby couldn't stop herself from smiling from ear to ear. Chloe Lukasiak. Chloe Lukasiak was one of the most gifted dancers on Dance Moms. Unfortunately for her, Abby didn't like to give her compliments. But despite how she treated Chloe, Abby loved her and knew how special she was. Problem was, Abby and Christy were constantly at each other's throats.
You have sabotaged my daughter and the rest of the kids!
A little snake!
And Abby took her frustrations out on Chloe. Instead of rooting for her, Abby grew annoyed whenever Chloe scored high marks because she didn't feel as though she'd earned her success, which obviously wasn't the case. Maddie Ziegler. Coming in at number 4 is Maddie Ziegler, who almost made it into Abby's list of top 3 dancers. Abby has always had a soft spot for Kenzie. After all, she knew her since she was a baby, but that never stopped Abby from criticizing her and comparing her to Maddie. Kenzie is a multi-talented young woman. She is a remarkable dancer who made it to the top of the pyramid a handful of times. BRYNN. Surprise, surprise, BRYNN is one of Abby Lee Miller's top 3 favorite dancers of all time. Abby was always amazed by BRYNN's technical abilities. She even went as far as to say that BRYNN was born to dance.
I think your daughter has a special gift. God made her to dance.
Abby made it very clear that BRYNN was one of her favorite students when she invited her to the People's Choice Awards in Season 6. Kalani Hilliker. We're not surprised that Kalani is Abby's second favorite dancer. She has technical abilities that Abby's other dancers found hard to grasp. And in Abby's eyes, she looks like what a dancer was supposed to look like. Abby loved Kalani's floor work. She thought she had great legs and feet. She loved her onstage presence and passion. Maddie Ziegler. But Abby Lee Miller's favorite student of all time will always be Maddie Ziegler, the one who got away. Maddie went above and beyond to be the best. She had a competitive edge that Abby admired, and she continuously found herself at the top of the pyramid. It's hard to find dancers as dedicated and passionate as Maddie, which is why she'll always be #1 in Abby's eyes.
So you need to be pretty and beautiful with beautiful feet, not Fred Flintstone flat feet.
How would you rank the cast of Dance Moms? Would BRYNN, Kalani, and Maddie be your top 3 picks? Sound off in the comments. And that's a wrap. Subscribe to The Things and give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.